Assalamu alaikum. The date is 8th July 2025. Time is 15:41 Bahrain time. Today we will be trading Meta. Well, mainly because it's the Meta, right? I don't know why I said that. The data docket is light today. There is no interesting news. The only impactful news that happened yesterday, I think it happened at 7 p.m., the time that we discussed. Yeah, this drop. This drop happened on Tesla after Trump threatened Japan with 25% tariffs and other countries as well. US sent new tariff notices to 14 countries, 25 to 40% range. Despite this delay to August 1st, it gives breathing room to markets, and market sentiment stabilizes after Trump softened his stance slightly, keeping the deadline firm but expressing openness to ideas. Trade clarity supports equity risk appetite, albeit modestly. So, equity specifics lacking major headlines, market largely focused on macro and geopolitical developments rather than earnings or sector rotation. Anyway, so that is the only interesting thing that happened, and Meta has poached Apple's top AI executive. Given that Apple is already struggling with AI development and Meta is being slightly aggressive in that regard, Meta is poaching talents. Meta is going the extra mile. So that is showing some desperation or willingness from Meta's side to jump into the AI race and play some game there. Major movers are Samsung Electronics, XOM, Apple, Meta, Amazon, BAC, JPM, GS. We will be trading Meta. So let's go back to Meta. Let's current. Meta is struggling at 723. Let me close this. Come on, Q. Yeah. Meta is struggling. No, struggling is not the right word, but Meta is trading at the highs are 723, which we can say was yesterday's pivot. This area. If we look here carefully, 723 was initially supported, and then I think after the news, it was resisted, and today it's being resisted again. 724 price. That is very interesting. First, like we always do, we will go and do a good volume profile. First, let's do volume profile on the 1 day. This entire segment from here to here, see where the majority of volume is. We're seeing good volume come in at 701 and the second highest volume in 715 to 723 area. That automatically tells us that today's lows should be 715. It should, or 713. It should not go any lower than 713. If it's breaking this level, then it's dangerous. It's risky. Then we need to watch what's happening. We expect some level of front running at 713. Today the stock should be a little stronger. Let's see how it actually behaves. This is what the 1 day graph has told us. Now we will switch to 30 minutes. Let's get rid of this. Let's switch to 30. Let's get rid of pre-market. And let's do a volume profile in this area. Okay. This suggests, again, we're seeing a repetitive pattern, 700 being an important level, volume-wise. And when the stock jumps, there is a gap. When the stock jumps, it tries to hold. We see volume coming at 717. So we see a lot of volume. And I think a lot of volume has happened in these 2 days. I'll have to... Where is volume? Okay, volume is here. And how do we... Let's switch to 1 day. The 1 day... No, a lot of volume was not done in these 2 days. A lot of volume was done before that. A lot of volume was done before that. So I think in these days here. But what is adding volume in this area? Which area is this? I think, yeah, accumulation of some high volume days versus in this. I think in this area the stock was heavily sold. These 2 days, but the stock ended up going higher, and when the stock came back down, it's now consolidating in this area. This is one of those areas that the stock has previously beat. People tried selling a lot in 720 area, but the stock beat this area. So the next important question becomes there is that what is the fair value? 720 is considered fair value, so it's trading exactly at the fair value. Interesting. So we should see more consolidation based movement today. That is what I am expecting from what I am observing. Is I should expect consolidation based movement. Not the most attractive, not not the worst as well. Let's look at the forecast. Forecast suggests minimum is 525, strong buy, and max is 918. Now, how well is the market treating Meta? Market is treating Meta quite, actually not the best. Microsoft is being treated better because it has beaten previous highs. In that regard, Microsoft is better, but I think we should expect sideways movement on Microsoft as well. We have Netflix that stumbled 2 days ago. We don't know why that is, so we'll leave that alone. But on a very good uptrend, I think it's touching EMA 9. We'll have to research Netflix if you want to trade Netflix now. I think we are a little late. Let's go back to Meta. Let's see. Let's try to analyze previous day's price movement and so what does Meta look like on the 1 minute chart? It went lower, then climbed higher, and then it slowly moved down. View app is suggesting that Meta was, I think people are trying to buy below the view app. That's why it really held, but not very strong buying. So were we seeing a lot of absorption yesterday is the question. 34,000. How much was absorbed here is we saw a lot of absorption. Oh, this is Tesla. I'm looking in the wrong chart. No. We have Meta's chart, and let's try to spot absorption. Let's try to spot strong absorption. Okay, we see a lot of divergence here. Not very strong absorption though, either side. Interesting. I was expecting a lot of absorption. A bit of absorption here, but not very strong. Are we seeing anything stronger? Session delta stayed very. Okay, session delta continuously fell. Okay, towards the end we see session delta opened positive, but it became 18.4, and it opened at 60,000. Okay, no, wow. Okay, it opened at 100,000. Opened very strong at almost 98,000, and that was slowly dwindled, throughout the day. So yesterday there was very aggressive selling, and I guess that makes sense. People were trying to buy below the view app. So institutions are trying to buy. Let's look at the institutional ownership of Meta. That is the next important metric that we need to pay attention to. Institutional ownership of 68.12. Target price 718, like we have already seen. ATR is 15.48. Insider ownership is 13.78. Interesting. Let's go back here. How do I interpret that? So we can say that people are trying to buy Meta, I don't expect people to buy Meta when it's breaking record highs. That is the thing. But are they considering this to be the best price? And we are not seeing very obvious institutional buying because you know it's not the best price to buy. They're buying, but they're not desperately buying. It's at record highs. They're not going to buy desperately, but they are buying. They are accumulating. That is the important point. So we expect institutions to hold levels. We expect institutions to be the buyers today, and we want retail players. Will they be selling? Ideally, the news is good, so I expect even them to buy. Today, institutions and retails both are on the same side, so we should be seeing a bit of the push to the upside. Interesting. If the stock falls to 718 area, okay, now this is very interesting. Let's come over here. Let's switch to 30, or let's switch to 1 hour. Let's focus on this area. 660, no, this area only. Okay. What is the level that absolutely needs to be held? Today we expect the institutions and the retail traders to both be on the same side, and they both should intend to buy. Institutions don't have any reason to sell yet, especially if they were accumulating yesterday. Although they were not accumulating with strength, they were accumulating. They were not pushing the price high, they were not desperately buying, but they were buying, is what we have seen. And the price is trading, the stock is trading at fair value, at one of the fair values, 720. The value determined fair by most of the analysts, and they have a strong buy rating. With all of that in perspective, let's try to develop a plan for today. We expect strong bullish strength from Meta. The question is how strong? 718 strong or 720 strong? Can we expect a move from the upside from 720 or a move upside from 715, 718 area? That is interesting. I don't expect any panic selling today. Any sellers today are going to be level based. If they have made up their mind to sell at 723, they are only going to take the price of 723. They shouldn't step down lower to 721. Is my understanding. Is what I am understanding. Let's switch to 30. Let's go back to pre-market and see if the stock is giving us any signals. The stock is telling us that the price might turn from 718. Yesterday in the post-market, it went down all the way to 716. Today it opened at 719, and the stock might hold this level. So what does that mean for us? And it's entirely possible that the stock exhausts itself moving from 718 to 724, because it's bullish but not overwhelmingly bullish. The open doesn't have any drivers today. Even if the stock has to rise, it'll rise throughout the day. It's not today is more of a day trading style of play. So what we are going to do is we are going to enter late but hold the trade throughout the day, because it's either going to rise up or it's going to consolidate, is what we understand Meta. Today's plan is going to be relatively simple. It's not going to be a lot of if-thens, because our entry is going to be late. The earlier you want to enter, the more if-thens you need. The later you enter, the less if-thens you need. So our plan is going to be relatively simple. We are going to let Meta make a move to the upside, test, actually, generally I try to buy a reversal. I try to enter at 718, 720, 717, whatever. Today I'm not trying to trade a reversal. I'm trying to see how Meta tests the highs. If I want to buy, I want to buy towards the highs. If suppose Meta falls till 716, I want to see how it's behaving at 720. I want to see how it's behaving at 718. Is it maintaining the move from 716 to 718? If the buyers push the price from 716 to 718, is there a follow through? Is the price consolidating at 718, trying to move upwards? Are the sellers getting absorbed? I want to see things like these, because it's important to understand that we need to aim for a late entry on Meta and hold the trade longer today. Mm, 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 mm. So first, let's begin marking our key levels. Key level 719 is obviously a key level. 719 is a key level. 721 is a key level. Since I expect consolidation, all of these are key levels to me. And the lowest I think that the stock should go today is 715, or I think, yeah, this is the lowest I think the stock can go today. So Imad, is your plan based on my plan is very simple. I am not taking any shots on Meta today. Regardless of how it looks, we will not be taking any shots on Meta. My plan is okay. There are two plans. Either the stock opens here, rallies to suppose 723 is broken, it goes till 726. I want to see how it's behaving in this area. Is it like trying to go upwards or something? Then I'll try to enter here. Then I'll try to enter in 725 area. If suppose the stock opens and then dwindles, you know, I will still not take a short. I will still not take a short. If the stock wants to fall, we will let it fall, and then I'll go long. Either way, but I will go long on Meta today. If the stock moves sideways, it starts dwindling. Two things are gonna happen. I want buyers to step in with high volume, and only then will I expect the price to go up. So I should write that here. This can only happen if buyers step in with volume, because the breakout that was supposed to happen before did not happen. So we want it to happen now, and if it has to happen now, we need a lot of volume. So that was that. Let's cook up scenario number 3. There are 3 scenarios. Scenario number 3 is stock opens here, drops down to any one of these levels. It's not a fixed. Let's suppose 719, for example. It can drop to any level. If it breaks 716, then GG. Then it's just short all day, which I don't think should happen. But if it comes down to 719, for example, it's very much possible that the stock instantly recovers. But we will not take that move, because it's possible that the stock breaks down, test 718, then we might end up adding more size, and the stock breaks and breaks, and then it just breaks down the entire day. So sometimes that can be really risky. So I don't think this move is worth it, even if it happens. If the stock is truly strong, it will hold up. If suppose a quick recovery happens, then we will try to look for an area to go long. If we see consolidation here, or if we see that the stock is too weak, we'll have to be very patient in this trade then. If we see something like this, and then sideways movement, some random movement like this, something like this. Yeah, we might expect something like this as well. And scenario number 4, last scenario, is the stock falls all the way down and just consolidates low. Do we expect desperate sellers? This should happen only if there are desperate sellers. Chances of scenario number 4 happening is low, but if it does happen and the stock does end up holding up, we take a big long, we take a big size and go long the entire day. That is what we do, because this is not expected to happen. And if this is happening, that means the sellers are all stupid today. The price is only following because the sellers are being very stupid, and they shouldn't be this stupid, and the stock has the potential to go high a lot. So this is scenario number 4. Okay, and what if volume doesn't come in? Then the stock will either fall, go here, do some sideways movement, something like this. So but these are the 4 scenarios that I am, and in that case, it's best not to trade the stock at all. It's not worth trading. It's just horrible trade. You lost. You can't trade today. You need to accept and move on in life. So anyway, these are our four scenarios that we will be trading. I Inshallah, the time is 4:09 p.m. I will see you in 20 minutes when the market opens. The market is open. We saw big buy orders being 720 is trying to hold. 719 holds. I want to look at the structure. 719 held, but how strong? 88. Well, it was really held. 719 was held. The sell is going to desperately drive the price down. And then Meta recovers. I forgot to log in into this. The volume I'm seeing is not. Okay. Sellers actually. Wait. I completely forgot that I need this too. Sellers are at 721. I want to see buyers hold 719 once again. And I want to see them do it with grace. If they do it, I'll go long. That is the only plan. 719. Sellers are trying to drive the price down. Okay. We see one big order at 718. No special orders at 719. Might be iceberg. Yeah, we see big sell orders at 720. The orders on are relatively weaker. So let's try to put a limit order here. Let's 100, no, 50 maybe. I was late. Buyers have confirmed their presence, so we will try to enter here. Yeah, 50 cent higher. Why is it being shot down again? Yeah, let's go long. Come on, let me into the market. I can see this line. Let me inside the market, bro. Okay, again it was shot down. I'm not liking this behavior. This dirty behavior of being shot down at 721. It's not nice. But again, we expect desperate sellers to be there. Please let me into the market. The goal was to confirm that our buyers present, and if they're present, we go long. That was the only plan. Are we seeing iceberg sell orders? That is very interesting. Or not? Yeah. A lot of people bought in this area and the price did not go up. That is very surprising, I'll not lie. So I guess we expect the price to come down. And if we expect, we want to try and get the best entry, 719.5. I don't know. I don't think the price is going to come all the way. It can actually. 719.5 is going to be the best entry according to me. Hold shift to drag the entire group. Okay, now I'm interested. Can we do that? I did not know. Acha, they meant stop loss, take profit in that group, huh? Something like this. Yes. If I only, yeah. Okay, so if I press shift, I can drag the entire thing down. Interesting. Okay, so trapped buyers, they tried pushing upwards, but we saw iceberg orders. There were no big orders, but the price was refusing to move down. Interesting. Okay, do we see any iceberg orders on the buy? No, we see a breakdown. Very heavily sold. 800 meta contracts. Let's move this down. Meta held this level up. I think we can go long here, but would that be the correct course of operation? Okay, we want to see big volume here. I want big volume. 790 will not cut it. I want to see, bro, move, bro, go down. 790 is not gonna. I want to see big volume come in. That's all. That's all. I see big volume. I go market. Buyers are present today. Is something I've realized. Show me some. I guess it's gonna move sideways a bit. Okay. Drop. Bring this down. Shit. Was my order executed? $719 being broken, $718 being broken. How is the SPY performing is the question now. SPY is actually performing better than Meta. $718.38. Yeah, we see big volume coming. We see really big volume coming. Nice. Consistent volume 4,000. Is the delta total volume is 14k. Okay, did very well. So I guess no. I want to see how it behaves now at 720. That would be the question. Let's. I wanted to hold 720. Something like this. And TP is end of the world. TP is all day. TP is extensive. But I think the secret to success was limit orders, because now I feel better. Although entering the market is harder. I don't know how to enter the market, but it is better. It gives me time to not hastily jump into the trades. I can move it down when I feel like, yeah, this might not be it. And we have market orders to proof. 721 being resisted again. Like, is it being resisted on iceberg order? Emma, check this in the video when you will watch it. Check if it, I didn't. I did not check now. I was looking at the candlestick chart. Was it being resisted on iceberg order, or were there big orders there? We see big red candle at 720.63. Okay, wow. Wow. Triggered my order and moved straight to the stop loss. But let's be patient. Let's just watch. Why are we here? Only to suffer. Yeah. Even my stop loss was triggered. Goes back to the same area. How strong were the buyers? Well, not strong enough to motivate me into. Should I just use market? Limit is just horrible. Like, where am I supposed to enter now? $7.18 was held. Let's trade the usual style. Okay, now let's put a limit order here by meta limit. Because I want to try and enter using limit orders. Okay, wow, they actually gave me a better price. That is crazy. So turns out my brother was correct. Buyers are not present today, bro. Shouldn't have used market order. A lesson learned. How strong are the sellers today? Strong enough to bankrupt me, man. 1154. Do we call this desperate activity or just strong selling? I don't know. Maybe Meta will show some strength here. I don't watch the DOM. I watch this useless candlestick. What's the DOM about? Candlestick isn't telling you anything. I think now we can let it go long. Well, mainly because we saw that the buyers were present. If they were not, then GG. Okay. A lot of stock was suddenly sold at 719, almost as if people were waiting for the price to go all the way there so that they can sell. And it was covered, surprisingly. Okay, we can expect the stock to slow down now. So let's sell 75. Or should I just keep holding? Let's sell 75. Put my SL here. Let's see how we actually did. Why did I sell at all? I could have put my entire SL here. Yeah, actually I should have done that. Still don't have the. Oh, thank God I was not trading IRL. So I guess I'm still negative. Yeah, I think I'm still negative. But I think after the plus 86 we can become positive, so that is fair. 101, 220, 250, 260. And this total is, I think, 190. Yeah, we will reach break even if the stock doesn't break 718 again. If it does break, then our plan has already failed. So there is no point thinking too much about it. Now I'll just let it run. I'll stop talking here. I'll just let the playback run. I'll speed it up a bit and I'll just let it run. Yeah, I think this is all the movement that I have the capacity to capitalize on. Anything beyond is beyond my scope. This just shows that the buyers are not strong, and my analysis is somewhat failed. So this would be the end of our trading session. We ended somewhat green. Could have done better, but let's try again tomorrow. Inshallah. See you tomorrow.